Welcome back, laddos. We're at a military range again, but really good news. About to show you something that's here since we've been here last. See those tracks? Those are from a truck. An army truck. What do you think of this here? A troop transport, to be more specific. Something's been going on up here, boys, and we're going to get to the end of it. I can go undercover easily now. Oh yes, I'm looking for my son. I make YouTube videos. I don't know what this is. What is this bit? I'll be back in a minute. So, I'm back. It's been 1 minute. I've got a dilemma. So, I was going to go up the other road, which brings you across to the river, which is the part we were going to explore. But now that I've seen there's been a troop transport here, I also want to check the usual spots. And I don't have time to do both. So what I'm going to do is go to the usual spots and then see how we are. But the problem is if I choose this side of the river, I don't have time to come the whole way back and go up the other road, which will bring me to the other side of the river. I'll have to cross the river somehow, but I tried that the last day and almost smashed my leg to pieces. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, don't worry. Oh yeah, by the way, when I say I don't have time, what I mean by that is I'm literally racing the weather, which I can see rolling in over the mountain. And if you don't know, Ireland apparently has a hurricane season now. I don't know what's going on outside, but yeah, I don't mean I don't have time. I don't have time for these videos. I don't have time to race the weather. So now we're at a crossroads and I gotta figure out which way the truck went. I'm gonna take my chances with up the mountain, but this is a lot more flooded than I've ever seen it. So yeah, we're gonna Jesus. So we're gonna Jesus? No, we're gonna head up into the mountains a little bit more and see if we can find more trails that the truck left behind. Surprisingly nimble for a huge troop transport. But we'll find it. We'll find it. We found worse. Okay, so camp 1, 2 and 3 are clear. I don't think that they'll be using this camp 3 anymore, which is what I've named it. There's a lot of trees after falling down. Let me show you. That's fallen. That tree's fallen right across the middle of the camp. So I'm not sure. But the other 2 camps and this one don't look touched. Usually you can tell because a lot of troops come through. They'll be moving bushes and you'll see the footprint marks and stuff, but there's none of that in any of these. So I'm going to go up to camp, I'm going to call it 3.5 because it's not a full camp, it's more like a set down area. And then we've come to the point where we've got to decide if we're crossing the river or not, and the river is down there. So there could be another camp at the other side of the river, but we've got to figure out how we're going to get across. Do you like it? Every time you look at the screen, it's a new me with the hair. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go the whole way up to camp 3.5 and look and probably see nothing. I reckon the truck must have gone the other way because there's no marks whatsoever up here. But we'll keep looking nevertheless. So, I'm all the way up at 3.5, up near the top of the mountain. And there is nothing here, only damaged stuff. There's a lot of trees after falling and stuff, so I don't know. I reckon that we took the wrong turn because this ground that we're on is very soft, so if anything drove on it, even a car drove on it, you would notice. But there's been no truck marks since we were at that crossroad, which leads me to believe we've taken the wrong turn. Even this moss, you'd notice if a car or jeep drove on that, or truck. So we've taken the wrong turn, boys. But all those camps are free of people, I guess. Yeah, there's been no one camping there with a while, so that means that they were somewhere else, which means that there is a camp 4 that we haven't found yet, which is exciting. But I am racing the weather. Seems nice right now, but those clouds roll in over the mountains real fast. So, and I'm like 4 kilometers up into the mountain, so if it starts raining, I'm screwed. But anyway, see you in a minute. So I've just spotted something whilst walking along. There's a road up there that I was just on, and that road over there, that's the road I need to get to. And I think that the river just starts right there. So literally, if I go right there, I'll be around the river, because it just flows down off the mountain there. Ooh, Jesus, this is rough. So I think I've just dodged the river. Oh, that's boggy. Oh no, wait, never mind. We're going to get wet either way. This is like break your ankle simulator. Oh, yeah, slipping. This is like break your ankle simulator. But hey, we gotta do it. It's one of those trip things. Shoots the flares. See, you're a flare. That's you. You just flew up. But that's down here, which is very interesting, because I would have thought that the army wouldn't have really come out into the open area like this, but to set their tripwires, maybe. That means there's some activity right here where I'm standing, which is not exciting because it's a vast area to cover, and I don't know if I'm willing to walk over and back on this stuff all day. I think this is kind of walk across it once and say you've done it. Yeah, but this gets real boggy, like right now. That's just marsh. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to put the camera away to get across this, because if I fall I don't want the camera to die. So I'll just tell you. Yeah, so I'll see you in a minute when I get across to the other side. Alright, remember a minute ago when I was up there and I said the river started there? And I went across all the bog. It took me a couple of minutes to get across. And I was like, I'll just dodge the river. So that's where I thought the river started, but it doesn't. There is absolutely zero hope of me crossing this river right now. It is really fast. That's an angry river. So I've just crossed all this bog for no reason. I'm gonna walk up a little bit and see if I can actually cross the river up here somewhere, but as is, I will not be crossing it. That's crazy. Right, so hear me out. I'm gonna speed run down this way. Not really run, but I'm gonna go down this way as fast as I can. And then I'm gonna see what time it is by the time I get down there. See if I have time to come up the other way, because that's an angry river. It was not as angry the last time we were here. But there's lots of frogs over here and tadpoles. But anyway, that's an angry river. I'm not gonna be crossing it. I'm gonna try and get some frogs on video. Right, so it turns out frogs are really good at hiding. The second you walk near them, they just submerge, and going under, like, all you can see is like dust coming up from underneath. So frogs are good at camouflage. Wait, is that why Navy SEALs are called frogmen? It's food for thought. That's a big frog. They're everywhere. This is brilliant. Oh, look at all the water up here. Hold on, I'm gonna try and sneak up on these frogs, which is a thing that I never thought that I'd say in my life. See how much the water is moving, and then it stopped. Damn. Look at all these tadpoles though. Sick. Right, I'm gonna keep moving and stop disturbing the frogs. Try not to stand on any of them. I gotta walk through this wasteland. But hey, I'm gonna see then, once I get off this, I'm not rushing my walk on this stuff. Once I get off this, I'll get onto the gravel road, pick up the pace a little bit and see what we can do. Because I kind of want to get across to the other side of that river today. Jesus, I nearly fell. So sadly we did take the wrong turn. I just came down to the crossroads, went down around the corner, found there's truck tires there somewhere and a glow stick on the ground. The only problem is the weather has caught me, so it's starting to rain pretty heavy now. And the second thing is, oh my god, look at all those frogs. That's spooky, man. Yeah. But they got a good place where they are. The second thing is, I cannot get across this little bit of a river. You remember in the other videos where I come to this small piece of river that I keep on forgetting about, and I'm like, God, I keep forgetting about this and my boots are leaking and stuff. You see, I still forget about it, but the only problem is it's a little bit faster than usual. Like, if that wasn't as fast, I would probably just walk across it. But the thing is, it is that fast, and that's very slick concrete because it's like got algae on it. So that's really slippy. I would actually be worried if we're going across there that it would sweep me down the river. Not very deep, but I would absolutely get drowned and all my equipment would get busted. So I'm gonna have to go back to the car and call it a day. Weather's caught me, I'm not crossing that thing. But now I know that they were at the other side of the river. I'm going to call that a river, yeah. And there was a lot of activity up here, judging by the tire marks and stuff. But probably going to call it there. Don't know why they would drive up around the loop. It doesn't make sense. So if I were to get to the other side of that river, I'd have to go back to my car, drive off down the road, the gravel path thing like this that I'm on, go down the motorway, and then get in another spot and go up, all for the sake of just crossing that river. Also the barrier down here is locked as well. So I'm going to do it. Why not? It's Sunday, what else am I at? I think that's only a sun shower, but we'll judge it as we go. So yeah, we're going to the other side of the river, boys. Congrats. Because it's sunny, but it's a little bit of rain. That's a big truck. Could have been more than one. It looks like there was all different types of tires driving around here, which is interesting. So fine, we'll go to the other side. I need to know. Curiosity's got the better of me now. So I gotta rush back to the car. It's a bit of a walk, but hey. So whilst on my way back to my vehicle, if that's a word, I discovered bones. Lots of bones. If you're squeamish or anything like that, look away. I don't think it's that bad, it's just bones. It's likely off a deer or something, but then I discovered something even better when I walked in around here. Is this. If you can't make out what they are from the video, those are sandbags. Lots of sandbags. And they're on an embankment. They were on this embankment right here, which looks out at this crossroads right here. Meaning, oh, and there's a piece of simunition right here. These are false bangs. You pop them open and you scrape them off each other and they bang. You know, simulate an explosion or whatever. It would seem that something went on here, some kind of mock ambush situation. But then a couple of deer decided to die around here, and I don't know how their bones ended up here, because I don't think the two of them died here, but I don't know. I'm going to give a quick look around here, but we still got to cross the river. So give me a sec. No, that seems to be it. Looked around. All there is some sandbags that were sitting on the bank back there. But we're in a rush, in case you don't remember. We're crossing the river, boys. But we've got to go down, across, and back up. Sun. Rain. Rain's back there in the mountain. Quickly. So I'm driving up, hold on, let me pause that music because I'll definitely get a copy strike first. I'm driving up this gravel road, going. And there is no sign of truck marks, which there should be. But nevertheless, we've crossed the river and we're on the way up to the parking area. Well, the area where I park. I'm not sure if you're allowed to or not. Oh! I've just spotted something, boys. Slap her into reverse. Back we go. Look at this path. Goes into the tree line right there. The trees have been cut. That's a path. That's a path for something. I know that for a fact. Interesting. Into second, you ready? Into second? Alright. I found a new path. This is good. This means I may have found a new camp. Who knows? We're getting it though. Yes, you may be wondering how I knew that track on the drive up is part of what we're looking for. There is a telltale sign, like I've mentioned before. I purposely reversed back, so hiding that, so you couldn't see it. Also, I'm not walking down that way because people just walk down there, so I don't want to like get out of the car and walk down behind them with a camera and be like, excuse me, I'm going in here, and then disappear off into the woods. It'd just weird people out, you know. So we're going up this way and we're going to go to the other side. We're going to be at the other side of the river, and then we're going to track back and see where that brings us and what we're left with. Light sticks. They were here. Oh, yeah, they were here. And the truck marks all over the ground. The truck turned around here. That would explain why it looked like there was a couple of trucks, because the truck came up, crossed that river, turned around and went back. But they were busy. They cut some timber. Wonder did they put the silencer on the chainsaw when they were cutting it. So down around the corner down there is the river that we seen a minute ago. So instead of wasting time, I'm going to go back up here to this crossroads and go the only way that they could have come from. So what I reckon happened is the truck drove up the mountain across this way to collect them to drive back down, because there's a barrier that way. There's no barrier up this way. Up this way is the only way that they could have come down, and the only reason the truck would have came up here, turned around and went back, because there's no movement at either side of the roads. You'd know if there was like army coming in and out of the woods there, because you'd see marks. Yeah, they were cutting some timber. It's a pity I don't have a pickup. I could have made sure that timber is okay and nice and warm for the winter. But yeah, I'm gonna go up this way and see what's up here and see why they were up here and turning around and doing stuff. Actually, first we'll see if we can find anything on the ground. So there's a lot of these thrown around the ground, these reeds. They are from over here, and it looks like these were cut. So these were, huge pieces of these were cut, and they stuff them in their helmet and use them as camouflage. So maybe they were dropped off here. Jeez, I'm gonna drive myself mad thinking about this. So maybe they were dropped off here. They cut some of them to add extra camouflage to their helmets and stuff and whatever, and then headed off. I'm just gonna walk up this way and see what happens. That's all I can do. So I'm at a crossroads. I've been walking this way for a little bit now, and there's no sign of like large troop movement. That's not to say that there wasn't like 10 guys or something. Probably wouldn't notice if there was, but usually you notice stones are kicked, and you know, you just know that there's been people moving around here in large amounts. But there's none of that up this road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this road for another day. It's getting a little bit dark now. It's getting kind of close, as if it's going to start raining. So what I'm going to do is go back down and go into that place that we just seen a couple of minutes ago and explore that real quick while we can, and we'll save this for another day. I won't forget where it is, but there's been some movement, just maybe not up here. And if there hasn't been many people. Following this little path that led off the one that we looked at. Went down into a tree line, then it came out into the open like this, and I'm just following it along here. But it is a path, but it is starting to rain. So it looks like dirt bikes also use this track, but there is boot prints as well, and it does have the same markings. I fell. It does have the same markings as the army used. Look at the speed of this river. There's no hope I would have been able to cross that. Anyway, I don't know what I was thinking. I obviously wasn't thinking. But we're going to keep following this path up and see if it leads us to anything interesting. And sure, yeah, I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah, so we're definitely on some kind of path, because I don't think trees break off perfectly flat like that. But it goes the whole way along beside the river, and the road is up top. The other side, oh goddamn, we gotta cross the river right now. Ooh. Why is that green? Thought it was like a smoke grenade thing. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to cross this. Path continues. I got to figure out how to cross this safely. So, still on this track. I've gone about another 200 meters since last saw you. Fallen twice since. I'm destroyed. I haven't seen any sign of military, to be honest. Gotta go under this. Wondering how that works. So you can see there is a path, and it has been used by dirt bikes, and there is the hell is that? It's like green goo. Oh, I guess it's bird poo, because there's trees above and it's all in like one section. But I'm still on this path, so I'm following something. I just don't know what. I was just down there, so I came across this way around the hill up to here. Oh my eye, and along. Still following the path, but I no longer see boot marks. I just see bike marks, and they're like not that fresh, unfortunately. So either I've lost them, which I don't think I have, because I mean it's just the one path, there's only one trail. Unless I've lost them, then that means I've lost them, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not seeing any like signs of military, but if they were on the move walking, they wouldn't really be leaving signs behind them, like I'm not really. So I don't know, I guess I'm just going to follow this path until it stops and call it a day. We'll see what else we can find. Usually when I say we're going to call it a day, I find something. So yes, I'm definitely calling it a day here. So this is the creepy part, is when you're off out there and you see something in the woods and you gotta go in and see what it is. And then you're surprised as to learn what it is when you think there's no military around here. And I've literally just said that I'm calling it quits. I found that's one of the flares that shoots up into the air. So I'm going to go in and try and get it, but I can't imagine the army coming in this far to put one of these down, because it's like way in. Yeah. I don't know how these are set off. I don't know what trips these. Does anyone know? If you know how these are set off or activated, let me know in the comments below. I'm very interested to know, but I'm going to leave this here because I'm sick of bringing home rubbish. But now I'm like, I'll just go back out to the path, I guess. See where that brings us. But there's no way they'd be able to set off one of these flares here, because it wouldn't go up through the trees. So maybe it was brought here by an animal or something, I don't know. Then again, if you think about it, this is broke, right? That's broke. They just don't break themselves. Now I know a deer could break them, but so close to where that thing is. I don't know, but who knows. So that is all. Oh yeah, that's all I got for you today. I found some cool stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. Next time we come up here, we'll be going up that road and up the other road where they cut the things. Other than that, I'm going to get the hell out of here because the sun is starting to set a little bit and I'm not going to be up here in the dark. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you did. Leave a comment below if you know how those flares are activated. Or, if you don't want to say it publicly, DM me on Instagram. All kept confidential. Yeah, it's just need to know how they're set off. I could look it up myself also, but you can't beat experience. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye. Oh my god.